So, first one is, che ne dici se andiamo al cinema stasera? Che ne dici se andiamo al cinema stasera? Okay, so, couple of things, folks. First one is, unless you are at school, university, college, you have to pass an exam, you have to sit down and write down stuff, or you wouldn't, if you're a translator, you shouldn't be watching these videos, I suppose, because your level would have to be absolutely stunning. So, basically, in most cases, you don't really care how this translates perfectly to English, because nobody's asking you to translate it into English. I mean, I am in this exercise, but in life, okay? So, do you understand what that means? Well, the che ne dici is from the verb dirne, which I explained in the previous video, but really, che dici, do you understand che dici? What do you say? What do you say about it if we go to the movies tonight? So what does it mean? How about we go to the movies tonight? Or there is a way of saying it, like, what do you say to us going to the movies? Is that something we could say in English? But that's the idea. So the ne doesn't really translate. So as long as you get the concept of somebody asking you, what do you think about what do you think about us going to the movies? If you get the idea, that's good enough. Don't go crazy understanding how does that translate, because maybe it doesn't, like in this case. Well done. La prossima frase. Hai fatto i biscotti? Quanti tipi ne hai fatti? Hai fatto i biscotti? Did you make cookies? Quanti tipi, how many types, ne hai fatti? Have you made? In English, I don't need to say how many types have you made of them, of the cookies. Well, in Italian it sounds much better if we do. So, quanti tipi ne hai fatti? How many types have you made of them? Or how many types of them have you made? Okay, but that ne means biscotti. So it's referring to the biscuits. That is why it's changed the past participle to masculine plural, because that ne means biscotti, which is masculine and plural. Okay. So, i tuoi libri? Mi dispiace, non ne so nulla. I tuoi libri? Your books? Mi dispiace, I'm sorry, non ne so nulla. Do you understand what that means? Do you understand non so? That's the thing that you must understand at this level, which I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's, upper intermediate, upper beginner. Non so, I don't know. Nulla, do you understand nulla? Nulla is like saying niente, okay? Niente means nothing. I don't know nothing about it. I know nothing about it, okay? Non ne so nulla. So in Italian, that ne is necessary because I don't know anything about them. So that ne means of the books. That's why it's there. Next one. Elisa è una grande artista e io ne rispetto l'originalità. Elisa è una grande artista e ne rispetto l'originalità. So Elisa is a great artist and I respect her originality. Did you understand that that's what it meant? Doesn't quite work in English, even with the ne meaning of her, but that's what it means. So, Elisa is a great artist. It's not saying, and of her, I respect the originality. That's what literally it is. And of her, I respect the originality. Now, it's not good English, but again, like I said, we don't care about translating this into good English. It's all in your head. It's like saying, Elisa is a great artist whose originality I respect. So in English, we would say whose originality, meaning it belongs to her. So it's of her, isn't it? Sometimes Italian is more simple, isn't it? I don't know. Probably you don't think so. Okay, and then finally, io non sono mai a casa e I miei figli se ne approfittano. Io non sono mai a casa, I am never at home, e I miei figli, and my children, se ne approfittano. Do you understand what that means? Probably not, unless you've watched episode 26, because that is a verb approfittarsene. It's not approfittare, which means, kind of means to profit, but it's not really used. But approfittare, as a reflexive verb, approfittarsi, with the ne particle attached, approfittarsene means to take advantage. So, I'm never at home and my kids take advantage of it, of the fact that I'm never at home. See? So, easy, not so easy, but clear, hopefully a little bit more than it was 4 weeks ago. So what's the announcement that I promised at the beginning of the video? Well, okay, we have come to the end of season 1 of Ask Manu Italiano. There's been 27 episodes, a few with 2 parts, but I'm still counting them as one. But yes, 27 weeks of knowledge that I've shared with you, answering your questions. And it's been a real pleasure. I've only responded to the ones that came the way that the series was designed to, which is with you leaving a voicemail. But I've responded to your questions in the comments. Anyway, is it the end of Ask Manu Italiano? No way! It's just the end of this season, so we're going to take a break for a few months for a number of reasons. The first one is that it's crazy hot where I live, which is in subtropical Australia. And some of you asked, don't you have air conditioning? I do, but it's too loud to use while I'm recording. So right now I have a little fan at lower setting. You probably can hear it, but I have to use it. But yes, it's getting too hot to be in this particular studio without the air conditioner. And also, but that's not the real reason. The real reason is that there are some big changes are about to happen for Italy Made Easy and for the way you learn from me. The first thing that I will announce in a separate video is there is a new schedule. So videos will come out at different times. There's going to be fewer videos a week and different content. And the reason why this is happening is that I'm finalizing the beginning of a new era for anybody wanting to learn Italian online with me or in general, because it's going to be a revolution in how Italian has been taught to you or ever. And it's going to be, I can't say too much. I wish I could say more, but only a few weeks away from launching this new program, which is called From Zero to Italian. And it's the program that will take you from zero or from knowing some Italian to being fluent. If you stick with the program for the entirety of its existence, which I won't tell you what it is, you will be fluent. So it is a big promise, but I guarantee that the way I'm creating this course has never been done before. It's going to help you develop all the necessary skills for you to feel comfortable and confident in speaking and understanding Italian, and eventually consider yourself fluent. So, when is it starting? I am not quite sure. I have a mentor who's a very important person who's helping me out, kind of putting it together. So I thought I was going to start next week, to be honest, but there might be a few delays, so it might actually start in 2017, which is the best time to start with a mission, which is I'm going to be fluent in Italian. Parlerò italiano. Sì, parlerai italiano. Ti garantisco che parlerai italiano molto presto. So, it's going to be on YouTube, and then, it's too much information. So, it's been a great honor and pleasure to be your teacher and your coach, because I don't see myself as a teacher. I really see myself as your language coach. That is why I help you the way I do. There's a ton of information. If you want to, there's so much stuff on YouTube and there's so much stuff online. My approach is different from anybody else, and this is what I offer to you. If it works for you, you're here with me. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. Find something that works for you and that helps you become fluent in Italian. So, I will see you next year for season 2 of Ask Manu Italiano. Can you still ask questions? Oh yes! Keep going to Italy Made Easy and submit your voice questions for the new season of Ask Manu Italiano. If your question hasn't been answered and you've submitted a voice question and it hasn't been answered in this season, 2 reasons could be. One is that it wasn't something that I could have answered in 10-15 minutes, so maybe your question was a little bit too broad and it didn't match what I asked you to do pretty much on the page, where I say, pick something specific. That way I can help you. 2, there hasn't been enough time. I mean, I've had so many excellent questions that maybe in the priority of questions it hasn't been answered, so it will probably be answered in season 2. So, season 2, new schedule for Italy Made Easy, new program to make you fluent in Italian. What else could you ask? I don't know, an air conditioner doesn't make any noise. Ciao ragazzi, è stato un piacere, un bacio e a presto, ciao ciao. Ragazzi, per non perdere nessuna lezione di italiano, attivate le notifiche. Si fa così. Prima vi iscrivete al canale, poi fate clic sulla campana vicino al bottone rosso e selezionate quest'opzione. Salvate e via! Facile, no?